welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. Today I'm going to share a snack food, something that you can just munch on anytime you might like. It is called Toffee Pretzels. I think that's the whole name of it. But what I am doing, and we're just really hoping this above camera works today. But I'm going to cut a stick of butter, which is a half a cup, into a saucepan, and I'm just cutting it in pieces. It did get hot. Okay. And to that, I'm going to add, turn that down. Let that melt, and I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar and 1/4 of a cup of corn syrup. Okay. And then I'm going to cook that and stir it the whole time for 5 minutes. Now let me set my timer. But you're going to take a bag of the pretzels. This is the tiny twist pretzels. And I'm going to go ahead and open those and pour them in a bowl. Continue to stir this. Now I have made a large cookie sheet. I put parchment paper down in it. And I'm going to be ready once I pour this mixture over the pretzels and I mix it well. I'm going to put it on that cookie sheet, and I'll show you when that time comes. But you have to keep this stirred or it will stick. So that's why I'm stirring. You see, I have a different hot plate. I told you the other one I had brought from my camper. Well, I'm going to take it back, and I bought this one because I think my pans won't slide around. It's not like a glass top stove. This is the old-timey stove irons, and I like those. So I think this one is going to do much better for this job. But you're going to have vanilla flavoring and baking soda ready for after this cooks, and you'll add that to it, and then I'll show you what else you're going to do. This is getting thick, so I'm going to watch it carefully because I don't want it to get too thick. I hope y'all are having a good day. The weather's hot here in Alabama. I bet it's pretty warm where you are too. I'm not going to cook this, I don't think, the entire 5 minutes. I turned my eye down. Okay. I think you could see it now. I'm going to move this over on this eye. And I'm going to add, let's see. I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of vanilla. So a half a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to stir that really good. That makes it bubble up. Okay. Now let me move this. I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to pour this all over the pretzels. I'm going to get it all. And then I'm going to stir it. Stir it together. You want to coat that really good. And I'm going to put about, it called for a bag of heat toffee bits. And I don't have quite a bag, so I'm going to put half of what I have in here to mix together. And then you put these on the cookie sheet and spread them out. And I have preheated my oven to 200 degrees. Okay, and I'm going to spread this out. Whew. It's going to make a lot. And I'm going to cook them an hour, but every 15 minutes, I'm going to stir them. So I am not going to show you me stirring it every 15 minutes, but I will be back when they're ready to come out and when they get cool, and I'll show you. But you see? Let me put them in the oven. All right, I set the oven for 15 minutes because I'm going to have to stir it in 15 minutes. And I will do that for 1 hour, and then I'll be back. Okay, I cooked these pretzels in the 200-degree oven for 1 hour, and every 15 minutes I just stirred them. And then when they came out of the oven, I let them sit until they cooled, and they're delicious. It's a great salty, sweet combination that is great to snack on. I have a tin, it was a cookie can. When I was sick, someone sent me cookies, a big batch of cookies. And I have it, and I'm going to put these in there. And, of course, we've already tried some of them, and they are so good. Now, I will tell you, when they first came out of the oven after an hour, I took some more of the Heath toffee bits and just sprinkled on them. I didn't use the whole bag. The recipe calls for a whole bag, but I didn't use it. I just used, you know, a little, and it coated them. Just, you know, they're coated pretty good. But that makes a wonderful, wonderful snack. So easy. Sometimes you just want things to snack on, and the only thing I bought that I didn't already have was the bag of pretzels. I had the butter and the brown sugar and corn syrup, and I even had some of the Heath toffee bits. But anyway, this is a great snack, and I hope you will try it. Before I leave, I wanted to read you a couple of verses from Ecclesiastes. And you know, Ecclesiastes is in the Old Testament, and it was written by Solomon, who was said to be the wisest man that lived. But in Ecclesiastes 11, 8 and 9, listen to it. This is the the Life Application Study Bible, Life Application translation. Verse 8, when people live to be very old, let them rejoice in every day of life. But let them also remember there will be many dark days. Everything still to come is meaningless. In verse 9, young people, it is wonderful to be young. Enjoy every minute of it. Do everything you want to do. Refuse to worry. Keep your body healthy. But remember that you have a whole life before you. And Solomon said everything is meaningless here. It means, we have a wonderful life here. I thought being young was wonderful. I appreciate being old because I know that if you look at statistics, Harold and I are getting on up there where, we're getting older. But everything, as good as it is here, it's meaningless compared to what's ahead for us, those of us who love God. But Solomon did tell them in the youth, he said, do what you want to do. Don't worry, and keep your body healthy. Don't do things that's going to hurt your body. Because if you want to get old, you got to stay healthy. Remember to be salt and light. Smile when you see people. Let them wonder, why is she always so happy? And if they ask you, just say, because Jesus loves me and he loves you too. I'll be back soon.